If you use AI today, you probably use it like a really smart search engine. You open up ChatGPT or Claude and you type in a question and you wait for an answer. Maybe you ask it to write an email or explain a hard topic or fix a piece of text. But here's the problem. You are still doing all of the actual work. You have to copy the text, paste it into the chat, and then read the answer. You have to copy the answer and then paste it back into whatever document you want it into, whether it's your email, a Google Doc, spreadsheet, whatever. You are treating AI like an intern that you have to babysit every step of the way. That is not the future of AI. The future is AI agents. And today I'm going to show you exactly what an agent is and how you can start using one right now with the power of the Claude Desktop app. So what is the difference between a chat window and an AI agent? Well, a chat window gives you advice. An AI agent does the actual work for you. Real quick, taking a look here at the Claude Desktop app, you will notice that basically you have three options. You have chat, you have Claude Cowork, and you have Claude Code. Chat is just like your web interface where you're going to go in, you're going to ask it questions, and it's going to give you answers. It will give you whatever you ask it for, whether that be an email reply, have it do math on Excel documents, or even build a landing page, but you still have to copy and paste it all and then go put it somewhere else. So you're still doing the work. Claude Cowork can go out and do single tasks. It can go organize files. It can go into your Google Drive and do a bunch of different stuff. It's, single tasks. It's not end-to-end chained agents. Claude Code is the big daddy of this operating system where it will actually create agents to do the task, try to fix itself if it runs into an error, and you can chain multiple different agents together to complete complex tasks. For example, would be, say you have a daily email newsletter. It can go out and you can create a system that will go out, do research, and that'd be agent one. And then agent two comes in and can then start writing articles based on the research topics. Agent three comes in and says, hey, I'm going to QA all of the things that were wrote to make sure that there's no made up or hallucinations going on. Then agent four comes in, writes scripts to then use Nano Banana to create images for the news article. Number five comes in, creates the entire template in HTML. And then number six comes in and can actually push it into whatever, email platform you use, whether that's Go High Level, Beehive, ConvertKit, Active Campaign, whatever it is, right? It can push it in. So that's what Claude Code does. For the sake of this demonstration, we're going to use Claude Code. I know the word code makes it very scary, but I'm going to show you how you can come into the desktop app, and this is the most user-friendly platform. The other one is using like VS Code. However, this doesn't look as scary. And just because it has the word code in it doesn't mean you need to know how to code. You can literally tell it what to do in natural language, meaning how you talk, how you type, and it will complete the job. So I have a folder full of spreadsheets on my desktop. I want it to go in to that. So I'm going to choose the folder. Right here, I have the spreadsheets folder. So I'm going to choose that. And then I'm going to actually use the voice to text option that it has here so I can actually talk to it. You get a lot more context out when you actually talk to these platforms versus typing. You could speak a lot faster. Your brain moves a lot faster, and just typing, I find you end up leaving a lot of stuff on the table. So I'm going to ask it to go in and analyze those 5 spreadsheets. Otherwise, I'd have to go to chat, upload all 5 spreadsheets. Be so annoying, and then have to get the numbers, put them back in myself. But let's see what Claude Code can do for us. So I have the spreadsheets chose. Here's what I'm going to tell it. Look at all the spreadsheets in this folder, add up the total sales, and make a new file with the final report. And it's going to make sure that we actually trust this workspace, which is good. If you ever want to bypass its constant question asking, down here in the bottom left, you can go to bypass permissions, or you can make it ask you permissions all the time. Plan mode is where you just want to get a plan together before it actually takes action. We'll go over all these in a different video, but here you go. You see it's asking again, like, hey, is it cool if I go in and inspect all these spreadsheets that live in here? And it's going to start doing everything. So I'm going to say always allow in the project. And for the sake of the video, I'm just going to go to bypass permissions because I know it's only going to mess with the one folder. But what we'll start to see is you can literally expand this, and I would very much recommend that you do this because you can start to get an idea of how Claude Code actually works. So, it's checking out the different spreadsheets. We're going to watch it actually write itself own Python code to actually start analyzing everything. It's inspecting all the spreadsheets here, and you get to see all this, but you can literally see like there's the Python code. So it's writing its own code to figure out how to do this. So you're not necessarily having to tell it how to do it. It's figuring it out. And if it runs into any problems or any errors, it will actually correct itself. So it says it sees that there's that template with no values filled in. It's going to create a new one. Awesome. So I did run this as a demo on a different video that I didn't publish because it was a horrible video, but hopefully this one's a little bit better. So that's why it shows that like, hey, you already have this. But so you can see it ran into that issue. It's starting to fix itself. It's creating the report, and the green is what it's actually writing, and then red is what it's going to be taking out. So, it added 206 words. No words were removed. Building a report, ran recalculate formula, ran a Python script. So in a matter of minutes, I could have told it to do this, gone and done something else, and then it is doing all of this work in the background. Oh, you see, it's found something that LibreOffice isn't installed locally, so the formulas will calculate when the file opens in Excel. Cool. So it's finding its own issues, and it's going to find its own workarounds to this. So it created the final document, scanned all 6 spreadsheets, 3 contain sales data, the other 2 are project tracking and HR rosters, no sales. Great. These are all completely made up numbers, but it basically then gives a summary. Pretty freaking cool. So this is really the difference between a tool and an agent. Chat is a tool, and an agent is Claude Code or Claude Cowork. Claude Cowork are kind of baby agents. Claude Code, full-on agents. Like it ran everything in parallel, looked at everything in a matter of like 2 minutes. So a tool ultimately needs you to use it. An agent just does the work on its own, as you just saw. You don't need to know how to write computer code to use this. You just need to know how to give clear instructions, very simple instructions in this case. So stop trying to find the perfect prompt for a chat window and just start using Claude Code. In the next video, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to download the Claude Desktop app, set up your first AI agent step by step, and we'll actually build a real project together.